everyone. This is the Money Having Podcast. We're on episode 6. This is my buddy Nishan.
What's up? This is Nathan.
Yep.
We never introduced ourselves. I guess we're going to start doing that now. Our topic today is we're both car guys.
Yes.
We've had so many conversations internally about cars, and we could geek out about cars for hours on end. And so one day we got into a conversation about Teslas, and I was buying a new car not that long ago, a couple of months ago, and you're in the market for a car.
That's true.
We just thought it'd be really interesting. We've gotten into this a lot, EVs. Yeah. And so our topic today is EVs versus internal combustion, just gas-powered cars.
Yeah. So you just bought yours a few months ago?
Like a month and a half ago or so.
Okay. So what'd you buy?
Yep.
What was your deciding factor on what you bought?
All right, so long story. I'm a shopper when it comes to cars, right? I've gone through my old car was a little bit of a beater, and so I've gone through variations of different types of cars I wanted, and so I ended up keeping my cars for a long time, years and hundreds of thousands of miles, and so the reputation is Toyota is the one to go with.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, so I was really into the Land Cruiser, but I didn't like the hybrid.
Okay.
Because of the battery, so this kind of is going to loop around into our EV conversation.
Okay.
So I ended up on the 4Runner. So I had the TRD off-road version.
Okay.
And so I ended up with a 4Runner TRD Premium, TRD off-road Premium.
Those are nice.
Thank you. I really like it.
Yeah. Okay. So since you went with that sub genre of cars, did you ever consider a Rivian? R1T, R1S.
The R1S is I really like the R1S.
But
it's a nice car.
Forget the first generation, the second generation, the current one kind of out. So, yes, I agree. R1S is
it's beautiful. Yeah, it looks great.
Yes.
Interior is beautiful.
Yeah.
It has some off-road capability, which is kind of a nice little plus.
It's very off-road capable.
Yeah, for sure. I did not.
Okay.
Do
you want to share why?
All right. So I'll just put it out there. You're an EV guy, or you like EVs.
I like EVs
a lot more than I do.
Yes. Right? I think they're the future.
So I'll give you a quick story, really super quick story, and I'll try to abbreviate this and let me know if I need to expand. But I ended up driving a fully electric vehicle from Dallas to Houston.
What did you drive?
So it was the new Volkswagen ID Buzz, which is the Volkswagen bus, the new bus, right?
Oh, Lord have mercy on your soul.
It wasn't great.
No.
It wasn't great. I was not a fan.
Yeah, I can see why.
I was not a fan. And for me, mostly it was like, I wasn't in the market for this car, so that's not the whole purpose of it. But what I hated about the journey from going from Dallas to Houston was the range anxiety was a real thing.
Yeah.
When I'm in a regular gas-powered car, I'm not thinking about every 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm not looking down at the gas and, I only have 200 miles left. I only have 150 miles left. I'm not thinking about those things at all.
Okay.
It's just not a thought.
Yeah.
And when I was in a completely, fully 100% EV, that's all I could pay attention to.
Okay.
Right? I ended up at one point turning off the AC. I turned off the radio.
Ooh.
I was listening to Spotify on my phone just because I was like, maybe it saves some juice. I don't know. I'm not an EV guy, right?
Makes sense.
And it was just a huge pain in the ass. And I ended up having to stop essentially three times in a 4.5 hour drive to charge.
Oof, that's ridiculous.
Right? And so I remember vividly, I came back home and I looked at my wife and I'm like, we will never ever own an EV for the rest of our lives. I was like, I hated that. That was just number one, having the range anxiety was a real thing, but also having to stop 3 different times. So that added an hour and a half to my journey, right? Just having to stop. And I realized that was we're talking about a very specific vehicle. Teslas are much better. So in the research of this podcast, after our last conversation,
do you want to say
there are certain cars like Teslas are way better. They can charge faster. They're a little bit more efficient. They're obviously a little bit nicer, right? And so I understand this is vehicle dependent.
Yes, 100%.
But the range anxiety is something I couldn't get over. Okay. And thinking about my 2 little girls in the back seat, us driving somewhere. We had to go to Allen for a birthday party like we did this weekend, right? me thinking about I have to be fully charged before we leave. That kind of thing. I knew we hopped in my 4Runner. My kids were in the back. I didn't think about it. Literally did. It wasn't a thought about the range and how I'm going to get there. Like even in my inefficient 4Runner, I'm pretty sure I could have made it to Houston at least really close in one tank.
Yeah.
Right. And also filling up that tank would have taken 3 minutes
at most.
You know, if I went in for a drink, 5 minutes.
Would that just sort of been just you, or you and your family going to the restroom, drink, snacks? You think you still would have been like...
It wouldn't have taken 30.
100%.
You know, it wouldn't have taken...
But do you think it would have taken maybe 10 to 15 minutes? Taking a step back...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So somebody, like, forget me, right? Like, I don't like filling up gas with my girls. Like, I always make sure I'm filled up before my kids get in the car, but that's a different story. Yeah, maybe if they had to go in and pee and do
walk
whatever.
Around a little bit,
yeah, maybe it would have taken 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's say
which is the new Tesla. Yeah. Should take 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes. So I think your main pain point here is that you went in an EV in a Volkswagen ID
Buzz was awful.
Yeah, so I can see.
I think it's cool. I think there's some use cases, right? Like if you're.
But I think that is the main pain point because.
Yeah.
Again, I love cars.
Yeah.
I would love to own a G-Wagon.
Yep.
Yeah. Or at least something around that, right?
Right.
But they just came out with the EV version of it.
It was sick.
It's sick. Yeah. It's the same thing as it's the same G-Wagon body.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just
except for the wheel well is now, or the wheel in the back is not circle. It's now like a little bit square.
It's square, and then also
has a charger inside. Yeah.
So, but those have a 200-mile range.
Yeah.
I would never drive those out
long distance.
No, never. Yeah. Even here, I'd be like, right?
Yeah.
So, but
you asked me a question, right? You're saying, so like, did you consider the Rivian?
Yeah.
So I love the Rivians. Mm-hmm. Right? So the two reasons, like, I don't know if I want to say I'm against EVs. I like them. I think it's used, like, certain people, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We don't have chargers here at the office.
No.
We definitely don't have, what do they call, lightning chargers, I believe, or fast chargers or whatever.
DC chargers.
The DC chargers.
Yeah, so
the superchargers.
Superchargers for Tesla, but DC chargers.
We definitely don't have that here, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, if you are somebody who at work or at your office or at the building, wherever you go, you have one readily available where you show up to work in the morning, you plug it in, and you literally never have to worry about charging because you're charging it every day in a way, right? Because you can set them to where you can charge it only max 80% or whatever, right, internally. Yeah. Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But for my life, it makes zero sense, right? And I also was looking to buy something brand new. Mm-hmm. Another one of my pain points for EVs is the depreciation is just wild. Yeah. Like, you can buy an EV, a Tesla or Rivian or whatever, the Hummers especially, right? These things were going for 130, 140 not that long ago. And now all day, they're, in the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Basically around there.
Like, for one with no miles, it's like 80 something,
so
right?
I remember because we talked about
like my 4Runner.
Yeah.
I've probably lost, like,
every car
$500 worth of value in the last month and a half. I don't know exactly.
No,
I'm not making this up. But it's minimal. Let's put it that way. I don't want to put a dollar amount on it, but it's minimal.
But you also have to keep in mind, you're buying one of the most historic, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-depreciating vehicle.
With it being a 4Runner, with it being a Toyota, agreed.
Because,
it's one of the best.
Because if I go on the other opposite side of it, I can go get a 2023 Mercedes S-Class.
For the same price.
For basically half the price of what it was.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. But again, it's all each to their own. When I talk about EVs with people, I ask, hey, what is your charging situation going to look like?
Because that's everything.
It's everything.
Because it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not like a gas station where you exit. You can take any exit, and you're almost guaranteed there's going to be a gas station on the corner, right? EV chargers are a little bit different. You kind of have to plan your way.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, right? Because you're kind of in the market for a car, or you're starting to look or whatever. So you told me 2 cars.
Yes.
I won't mention this. So you're looking at
I don't mind mentioning it.
All right. Yeah. Tesla Model S Plaid.
Tesla Model S Plaid or a Range Rover.
Or a Range Rover.
Yeah.
These are vastly different cars, dude. Like, you're talking about a luxury SUV versus an unbelievably quick, like beating Ferraris, beating any Porsche. I mean, it's faster than the GT3 RS, right?
GT3 RS, yeah. It's still like in the top I want to say 4 fastest manufactured cars.
What made you think of a Range Rover versus a Model S Plaid? It's so different.
I gotta give my experience. So a Range Rover has been my dream car since, from what I remember.
Yeah, I know. I love Range Rovers.
It was that, and then also a Porsche and a Ferrari, right?
Okay.
I can't afford a Porsche, can't afford a Ferrari. I can make the argument of getting the Range Rover because of tax purposes. And when the business I'm in now, I can do certain things, I can make it work. And then just, again, satisfying that urge of that I want to buy because it's a goal that I set out for myself, right? Is it a stupid goal financially? 100%.
Yeah. But it's something that you aspired to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got it.
The Model S Plaid, there's 2 things. I love speed. Right. Well, why do you want a Range Rover? That's basically a land yacht.
Correct.
Yeah. I love speed.
But it's just straight up plush.
Exactly.
It's luxury.
I love speed with that. And also being in tech and my background and stuff like that, I love and I appreciate the technology.
Sure.
Being that now that I am also now driving about everywhere, right?
Range Rover may not make so much sense.
No, it doesn't. And I can charge at home. Being also with a Tesla, they have a thing called Tesla Electric, which is $15 as of this recording is around $15 a month, charge unlimited times in a month.
Yeah.
So if I take that, I say apples to apples with a Range Rover, on my Jeep Grand Cherokee right now, for half a tank, I dropped $37.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Yeah. It gave me around 200 miles.
Right.
Of gas.
So you're still having to do that once a week at least.
At least, yeah. Right? So if it's once a week, at 60 or 2 weeks, that's 120 a month.
It sounds like you're talking yourself into a Tesla. That's what it sounds like. Yeah,
so
I think you might be into with the Tesla.
So again, if I look at just on that, right there, boom, it's $15 a month to fill however many times I want to, boom. Also, with a specific Tesla, they offer a thing called the Luxury Pack, which is, it obviously because built into the price, free unlimited supercharging.
Okay.
So,
which is huge.
Yeah. So if
you're making your payments, you have no additional costs other than insurance and maintenance.
So if I was on a road trip, in Houston, in your example, right, I can charge the superchargers free of charge.
Cool.
Right. So it makes sense to me. It's like, all right, I'm driving to a whole DFW area. I have no maintenance costs.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't have to replace the brakes, basically, because we have regenerative braking in AV. I don't have to also do maintenance on the engine. I don't have to do oil change. I don't have to do a tune-up, which is spark plugs, belt.
You're changing tires more often.
But on that, yes.
Yeah. Because EVs, if y'all don't know, the tires
it's 100%.
Go twice as fast, if not more. Like because there's so much torque.
It's instant torque, right?
Yeah.
In the power band, if it's 1,000 foot-pound of torque, it's at 0 basically.
Right.
All the way till the max side of it. So, in my opinion, in my view, is I'm still out ahead in the savings cost than with the Range Rover. Again, Range Rover is still great.
Yeah.
But let's just take the Range Rover out in any other car, right? And then also, if I look at the manufacturer warranty on this.
Now, Range Rovers are not necessarily known for their reliability.
No, 100% they're not.
You know what I mean?
But if I look at I don't know, let's do the Jeep Grand Cherokee, right? I think that one was 50,000 miles for 4 years.
Okay.
For the powertrain. I'm mistaken. For Tesla, for the Model S Plaid, or for a Model 3 Plaid, Model 3, that is a 8-year, 120,000 mile warranty.
Powertrain.
Does
that include the battery?
That's battery.
Okay, cool.
That's battery and battery motors for it.
Yeah.
What other manufacturer offers that in terms for a regular combustion engine? Your Toyota, is it 2 years or 3 years, 45,000 miles?
Mine is 4 years, 50, I think. I actually don't know. So I bought the extended warranty, right? So mine goes to 100,000 miles, up to 100,000. No, it's 7 years, 100,000 miles.
7 years, 100,000.
Yeah, but I bought the extended warranty, so I actually don't recall what my factory one is.
I think for even trucks, I think when it comes to manufacturing trucks, we as Americans make the best. Well, this might be a little controversial.
Toyota's different. Toyota aside.
That's not like, but GM and Ford right now, they are built for trucks, right?
Sure.
Even those those engines manufacturer warranty don't go to 100,000 miles.
No, not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close.
And you have Lucid or Rivian. It's 8 years, 100,000 miles. I think for a Rivian. Tesla is, for Model 3 or Model Y, it's 8 years of 120.
Yeah.
So the whole lifespan of the vehicle, right?
So you're talking about warranty a lot. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So this is really only available you buy new. So
no, that's still transferable.
Okay, so transferable. So are you looking at a used one or are you looking at a brand new one? Like, do you care about the depreciation?
So
I guess the reason I'm asking, right? So people, whoever's watching may be thinking like, you know what? I'm looking for a new car for 2026. And what are the variables that I'm not familiar with? Like, we're car guys, right? Yeah. So I want to be able to provide some value. So like, what would you do? Are you considering...
So
if you were buying something for 4 years, what would you do?
Here's the thing. So if it's specifically for Tesla, or let's just say Tesla right now. Teslas right now are basically becoming what an iPhone is. In terms of every year there's going to be new upgrades, especially because there's this lawsuit that happened with the Model 3s and not Model 3s, basically any car that had hardware 3. Elon made a promise that all hardware 3 model cars will be able to do full self-driving. And
that hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. But there's different computer chips and also, so because now with them current.
Now, is that because of the tech or is that because of regulation?
Tech.
Okay.
Because again, every year technology gets significantly a lot better.
Sure.
Right? Those were basically, some of those were Intel based chips. Now they're on AMD based chips. Right? So a lot of the stuff that a hardware 4 car, the current Tesla lineup has, those are hardware 4 cars.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that can do that a hardware 3 car can't do.
And these can't be upgraded with over-the-air updates?
No, because it gets all hardware. So now what supposedly they're going to do is they're going to offer hardware 3 owners the ability to do a swap.
Oh, wow.
Right? On it. So
out of pocket, or is this going to be on Tesla?
I think this is maybe out of Tesla pocket. So
most of these people are just going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to buy a new one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So
because that can't be cheap.
No, I don't think that'll be cheap. But here's the thing: is that depending on what manufacturer, like Lucid, I feel like I'm giving a runaround. Lucid, on the way they build things, is they make it a way that you can change the GPU out of the car to make it to the current version.
Really?
Yeah. So you can always upgrade it and make it, because the main feature also in EV, yes, it's not you don't have to run gas and stuff like that, right? But it's also the whole UX UI, the technology feature set inside of it. So if you buy your car right now, the 2026 model, you're basically stuck to that 2026 model for the rest of its life.
Yeah, I mean,
feature-wise, nothing.
The screen, everything.
Versus a hardware 3 car can still get updates and still make it up somewhat current to this.
So why would the manufacturer do this? Because it's going to hinder people from buying new cars. Right? Because if you have an old Tesla, like I'm thinking about it in terms of capitalism and the way a manufacturer would look at it and growth rates and et cetera, right? Because the amount of cars that they sell every year, these are published data, this is published data, it's based on their stock price, like it's going to affect a lot. So why would they do that? Right? Because if I have an older Tesla and you're telling me I can just pay a fraction of what a new Tesla would cost, why wouldn't I just do it? Because I mean, in terms of looks, kind of the same. Like, I mean, other than the lights and stuff.
But not it's not commonly known that Tesla was going to do this.
I had no idea.
Right? And then also, I don't think it's going to be readily available for hardware 4 cars. But
you were talking about Lucid, right? So like,
why Lucid? I guess because we're at that point we're talking about 2 things: customer retention, right? Because there is still a pain point with Lucid,
and also Lucid's expensive. For y'all that don't know, Lucid is a luxury American company. I think based in Iowa or
Arizona.
Is it Arizona?
Arizona,
okay. Yeah. But American company, and their cars are just. It's just like a Tesla is like the working man's EV, even though it's unbelievably nice. Yeah. But Lucid, you go in it and you feel like you're in a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes EV.
The Lucid Air, which is a sedan, is like it's the equivalent to a Mercedes S-Class.
Yeah, and now they have the Gravity.
The Gravity would be like the It's not a G-Wagon. It's a GLE?
The GLS.
GLS. It's like that equivalent, right?
So it's like the Mercedes for EV, essentially.
Exactly.
Even though Mercedes has EVs.
Yeah, but to give you some context, the founder of Lucid was a chief engineer for the Model S and Model X.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was a company called Altiva. And the guys from Altiva brought the guy it was Richard Rawlings. Richard Rawlings went to work for Altiva, and then from there he spun it off to create Lucid. And then Lucid perfected battery technology. I don't say perfected, that's wrong word. Has made leaps and bounds in battery technology because when they went into the foray, they went into Formula E. This is getting very technical. I apologize. I need to mention this, which it's Formula One, but for electric cars.
Yeah.
Right. So all their battery packs were provided by Altiva.
Sounds wild. If y'all ever watch it on TV, it just sounds crazy.
So all that efficiency, they had R&D. So that when they crossed it over into a consumer-based product, it's amazing. So right now, they're in terms of efficiency and battery range, they're the kings in the U.S. market.
Cool.
But to answer your question, I want to get back to
more than Rivian.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like the Lucid Air, right, the Pure, that can almost get it's around 4.1 miles per kilowatt. So for every
so what, that's like 420, 450 range?
It depends on the battery size pack.
Yeah.
So the biggest battery size pack, it's a 119 kilowatt hour battery.
Okay.
So the Grand Touring, this is like a $120,000 car, but that can go 520 miles.
Wow.
From 100%.
That's huge.
Now these cars have a battery called NMC, which on a daily use you have to charge them up to 80%. Even at 80%, you get 408 miles.
Wow.
Every day.
Okay.
So again, but just what I would recommend or do, if I don't mind having older tech, definitely.
Just buy a used Tesla?
Buy a used Tesla.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because the depreciation's built in.
Yeah.
I mean, when you drive off the lot on a new Tesla, you're losing 20 grand immediately.
Yeah. But if you feel like you need to have the latest for, full self-driving, all the autonomous stuff, and you don't care about the depreciation, you feel you're going to keep these cars 10 plus years.
Only way, if you're going to keep it for a long time, like if you're keeping the car for more than 3 to 4 or 5 years, then sure.
Yeah.
Right, because that depreciation curve is steep.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna end up like the rest of the market's gonna end up following you. But if you're keeping a car for 3-4 years,
it doesn't make sense.
You're gonna get killed.
Yeah. But
you're gonna spend $100,000 on a new Tesla, if not more.
If I go for the Model S Plaid, it'll be like $100,000, right?
Yeah.
Give or take. But in my eyes, all right, this makes sense to keep this 5+ years.
For at least 5+ years.
5+ years, because then at that point, I'm having still free supercharging.
Yeah. Right? Man, you know what I'm really shocked about? So I was doing some research on this podcast after our last conversation. And I was surprised. I think the narrative and what I believed because of the first generation of Teslas coming in, I genuinely thought like the degradation of the batteries was immense. And they've gone leaps and bounds. Yes. It is leaps and bounds. Like, so if y'all are anything like me, like I thought like, man, in like 15 years, 10 years, we're going to have to replace the battery. And it's going to cost me 20 grand. Like, that's not the case anymore. I've seen so many examples of Teslas going to 250,000 miles, and they still have 80%.
80% battery life.
It's wild.
Yeah, but also,
and I did not know that until literally this weekend.
There's a caveat on that. It's also how you take care of it. Like a nice car. How well you take care of your regular maintenance on the engine. For batteries, it's
don't charge it to 100%.
Yes, stuff like that. You know. And there's, I gotta be 100% honest here. From what I've seen, batteries right now are still dependent on external weather. If it's
cold, you're done. Yeah.
The efficiency goes down.
Yeah, 100%.
So they want to be warm and stuff like that. But I think overall, I'm not saying I'm fully against ICE. When I say ICE, I mean internal combustion engines, right? Because give me a V8 or a V12 any time of the day.
Sounds great.
Yeah? Or inline 6.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great, right? But I can't deny the technology base behind it so far. Leaps and bounds in front of it.
Yeah, when you see a Model X is the Tesla SUV.
Yeah, they call it the Fabergé egg of SUVs.
Elon said this on Joe Rogan show. But like, you can have a trailer with another Model X on the trailer, and it's towing it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's doubled its weight essentially. and it is absolutely smoking Ferraris and Porsches.
100%.
Like smoking them.
I have a good friend, very good friend. We work out at Lifetime together, and he had a Kia, right? And it was a nice Kia, and he's also into crypto, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about getting a new car." I was like, "Hey man, you should think about Tesla." He said, "No, I don't like him. Dude, just try it out. Just try it out. Because you can go to a Tesla showroom, you can do a demo drive for 30 minutes. This sounds like it's a very, pro Tesla type of podcast. It's not,
I love the technology. I'm not a huge fan. Yeah. If I got to be really honest.
If I'm being honest with you, the CEO I can take away. But
no. Forget the person behind it. I'm talking about if you just looked at the cars.
Oh, the cars, yeah.
Like, I think the Cybertruck is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life.
I agree with you.
It's hideous. So, why are the tires so skinny and sucked in? Like it's awful looking. So one of my neighbors has one, man, and every time I look at it, I'm like, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
So he drove the Tesla, and from that he's like, dude, I love it. Yeah. And he I don't want to say he was anti-EV. But when he got to first experience in driving,
dude, once you hit that accelerator,
he was just changed.
Flying.
He got to a point where in the span of 2 weeks, he bought himself a Model 3 Performance.
Wow.
He bought his wife a Model Y, and he bought his daughter a used Model 3.
Wow.
Within a span of basically 2 weeks. Right, so now he's a EV evangelist. But okay, go back to the Cybertruck. I think it's the ugliest thing known to mankind.
It's hideous.
I think it looks worse. Remember the Pontiac Aztek?
It's the modern day Aztek.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
But it's a Jekyll and Hyde, because I've driven a couple now, and I've been inside.
And something so gargantuan shouldn't be that fast.
No, not just taking away the performance, the way it drives, the way the comfortability.
Yeah.
It is.
But also, dude, I'd be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed.
Here's the thing.
I'm sorry for any of y'all that have a Cybertruck. I just think it is like, for that amount of money, I'm like,
if for a truck, EV truck, I would not buy
I'm buying a Rivian.
I wouldn't even buy the Rivian.
Okay.
This is my art. I wouldn't, because a truck, you want a truck for a truck.
Yeah.
You do truck things.
Sure.
Pull, haul, carry, whatever.
Yeah.
I will look at the Sierra, the EV, or the EV for
Silverado has an EV now.
Even the Ford Lightning, I would look into that.
Lightning?
Yes. So I would look at that. But to me, this is one of the hard take. I think it's a horrible product from Tesla.
Yeah.
I think it's just a bad product.
And they're sitting on the lots. They cannot sell them anymore.
They rushed it. So
give us a Roadster. Huh? They're not rushing the Roadster. The Roadster is what everybody's looking for.
Suppose it's coming out, they're going to have a live demo in March or in May. But for the Cybertruck,
I don't believe it.
They rush it out so much, right, that up till now, I think it's the most recalled vehicle in Tesla's lineup, and also in manufactured cars.
Wow.
Right? Because again, it's ridiculous.
And it's not like you're buying a $40,000 car and thinking,
$80,000 car.
But 80 now.
Yeah.
When it first came out, man, these things were selling for $120 all day.
Well, it's the same thing if you look at what the Ford Raptor is. Can you buy a Ford Raptor at MSRP?
No. But it's also a way different thing, right? So.
Well, I mean, because Tesla was selling theirs, right?
But Raptor's actually a good-looking truck. It's like it's a sick truck that's very capable. Yeah.
Let's take away the looks. We're looking at just the financial of it, right?
Okay.
Just the financial of it. If I want to go buy a Raptor R, it's basically what the cost of a Cyber Beast is.
Sure.
I can't go to Ford and give me here's my $120,000, right? Give me the keys for Raptor R. No, because then 5-star Ford, like, hey Nathan or Nissan. Give me another $40,000.
I get it.
There's no but if I take that, the same thing. Yes, Tesla might have put it at $120,000, right? I don't have to pay a markup to Tesla or Rivian or Lucid,
right?
That's the other thing also about I think EVs is just have a better user experience. Again, come back to like a product side of it, is because I don't have to spend what it feels like 10 days haggling for $2,000, $3,000.
Go out online.
Huh?
You just bought it online.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can have your experience, right? But how many times do your experience for your...
Rare.
Rare,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, rare.
So, but again, 99% of the time, if I go to a 5-star Ford, I didn't mean to call 5-star Ford.
Any Ford.
Yeah, any Ford, right?
Yeah.
My experience with this is the same thing. They're going to pull out the piece of paper, do the little 4 squares, what payment do you want to be at? No, I just want to give you my cash. You give me the keys.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
Part ways. That's all I want. So, I feel like we're going on a tangent here. Other than the range thing, because now range with EVs now, you have like the new Model Y.
It's gotten better.
Yeah, the new Model Y that came out, right? That is for the rear-wheel drive, that's 350 miles. So at 80%, let's say that's 270 miles. Do you think 270 miles you're going to get over in a day?
No.
Right?
Unless you're a realtor.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So, and you think 350 miles on a road trip? Do you think there's more than 350 miles between your house to Houston?
Actually, I don't know mileage. It's got to be right around there.
Right around there, right?
Yeah.
So in your truck, fully filled up, would you make it a one tank of gas to Houston?
I could get damn close.
Damn close, but
damn close.
But
that's my car.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife's car, absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
So my wife drives an XC90, the Volvo.
Oh yeah,
we could definitely get there.
That's that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My car's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's like,
so yeah,
I'm on a little bit off-roady tires.
Yeah.
It's not really fuel. It's not meant to be fuel.
On the XC90, you can make it, but
Yeah.
you're still stopping though, right?
Yeah. Because I have kids.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, still stopping. And that stop, you're gonna stop at Buc-ee's. I'm assuming, right? And at Buc-ee's, you're gonna spend how many time in Buc-ee's?
I mean, we don't go to Buc-ee's because my little girls wouldn't leave. But
right.
No, I hear what you
Yeah.
said. Most people will spend a good 30 minutes at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So boom, you walk around, stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Again, it's another way of driving, right? I think it's, if we look at the whole autonomous side of it, it is relaxing to a certain degree, right? But I will die on this hill if you're driving a lot and have the ability to charge at home. I'm not saying it's the best, the only option. I say it is worthy of taking a serious look at, because you're opening yourself to other opportunities that can give you back time, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, again, just the whole charging infrastructure. The charging infrastructure now is a lot better, especially now that they open it up to other vehicles. Now Tesla, they standardized the port to BNACS, the North American standard for charging. Now Tesla opened up their supercharging network to Rivian, to Lucid, to Ford, to Porsche, to whomever right now. So it is getting better. Now we can talk about the infrastructure now, but
I think we've run out of time.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, cool. Hey, y'all, we really appreciate the support. For those of you that are watching the whole episodes, we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Like, it means a lot, right?
Yeah.
So this is episode 6. Episode 7 is going to be... it's going to be wild. So we have 2 guests coming in who are like the most fun people in the office, and they're going to be...
They're amazing. They're amazing.
We're going to talk about a lot of different random things. But the next episode will be fun. But we appreciate it, y'all, because we love cars. And this is probably not going to be our last car podcast, but
he's holding a gym. He hasn't told the gym that he has in his garage. Just let everyone know.
The next pod. The next pod. Yeah, I have a little bit of a toy in the garage, but anyway, we'll end it. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time, and we appreciate all the support.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.